we have an incredibly tough schedule, and not only are we playing high-level opponents, we're flying all over the country, home games. Of course, we're in Portland, New York. You get a chance to get ahead of yourself, and one of the things we've talked about as a staff for our players is just to stay in the moment. You know, think about the next game, you know, next play, something we talk about all the time, whether we won, whether we played well, didn't play well. You have to move on to the next game and be in that moment, because it's very challenging, the games that we're playing, but also you don't want to have any regrets where you look back and say, I wish I would have done this, I wish I would have prepared a certain way. So the goal that I have for our entire team is just be in the moment and handle and take care of what's right in front of you. Look at all the stuff we ran. That's what they do the most. They can come on and do 20 new things. They got plays and plays and plays. Focus on our defense. We're not changing anything. You're icing a weekend. You're switching. We're playing the way that we play. Okay? Be aggressive. Well, we're at our team hotel in Portland. Day before the game, it's been an important prep day for us. We've had a chance to go to the arena to get some shots up, and then we get a walkthrough at the Portland Trail Blazers practice facility. And so for us, really, with the mindset of understanding, we're playing 3 games, but it's one game at a time. And our prep for Oregon State, it's been strictly about them, nobody else. Guys have done a good job, and we need to make sure we continue to do that as we go on in this tournament.
2 seconds, it's Taylor, no! The rebound for Filipowski, and the Blue Devils survive! They fought all the way. It wasn't pretty, but they got it done. 54-51 the final score. And they move on to the semifinals tomorrow afternoon here in Portland. A very impressive performance at the Moda Center, and the Blue Devil faithful on their feet to salute. Jeremy Roach and company as the captain led the way with 21. And the Blue Devils are on to the championship game, 71-64 the final score. The final score will be 75-56. Purdue closes the game on a 12-0 run over the final 6.5 minutes. And the Blue Devils fall here in Portland in the title game by 19.
It's a difficult balance of preparing for the opponent, but also getting better as a team.
Like, we'll come out of a timeout and say, we're in it. And as soon as he puts it down, one dribble, and now you're going, and you're going right for the ball. Rotate, and as soon as he picks it up.
The difference of preparing versus playing, I think, is a tough balance, because you're always trying to figure out how can we get better as a team. Well, of course, preparing for who that specific opponent is, and we've played a couple of teams that are they're unique in the fact that maybe a preparation. All right, you're playing Bellarmine. You have to really stay at home with them and take away their threes, whereas you're playing somebody else. We're playing more of our base defense and who we are. So adjusting to what each game requires, but also continuing to analyze what we're doing well, what areas we need to improve. With not a lot of practice time, it's not an easy thing to do, but that's important to make strides during this part of the season where we are seeing improvement really in every area of our game.
Boom. Pass deflects off the leg of Whitehead. Here comes Blakes. Contact. Count it! And 1.
David Blakes coming up with the loose ball. Not stopping, attacking Kunkel, the finish.
Blake's out of there with it, 2-on-2, in on Kunkel, off the window, counted! And a chance for 3!
Boy, Blake's got a great roll around the rim that time. He put it up there with some English, and it took the full tour before dropping through, but gives him a chance for a 3-point play.
I think as much as we can expose them to, you know, the NBA and playing in NBA arenas or practice facilities to just get a feel for it. I think it's motivation for them. I think it's a learning experience, and that's been something that Coach Scheyer started to do, you know, a long time ago, and will continue to do because there's just great value in it. And you know, you always feel like when we've had our walkthroughs or practices in an NBA arena, for whatever reason, our guys are as sharp as could be, and we've had some great days. So that's been, you know, great for us already having, you know, a couple different experiences, and that'll only grow as time goes on here this season.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Gatorade and our commitment to fuel tomorrow. By Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires. And by Coke Zero Sugar. With zero sugar and refreshingly delicious, is Coca-Cola Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Find out for yourself.
I need to try it first.
A big bow box says a lot about a person. Like they have a mighty hunger, a powerful thirst, and take tailgating very seriously. Game day and beyond, grab a football-ready big bow box.
You can feel confident Continental is the smart choice in tires.
Can they handle extremes?
Yep. Tested from the Texas desert to near the Arctic Circle.
Really?
Really.
Anything for the guy who finds that one pothole?
Yeah, road hazard coverage has your back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by like a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the smart choice in tires.
At Therabody, we believe that everybody deserves a chance to keep going, keep dancing, keep celebrating, and reuniting.
It's never too late to rise. You got that fire in you. It's never too late to rise.
Because everybody is a Therabody.
A big bow box says a lot about a person. Like they have a mighty hunger, a powerful thirst, and take tailgating very seriously. Game day and beyond, grab a football-ready big bow box.
I need to try it first.
Well, it's really important that we get baseline testing for all of our players. And, you know, before we get started with any basketball work, we want to know exactly where their bodies are at. And it allows us as coaches to understand for each of our players what we need to work on from a physical standpoint, from a mental standpoint. It's very thorough testing, and then you get a chance at the end of the summer to see the improvements that they make. And then at the end of the preseason, you really see the amazing strides where our players are at on day one, and then setting goals for where we want them to be by the time the season ends, and hopefully we're playing for a championship.
So the first week when the guys get here, there's a number of tests we'll take the players through. First, it starts off over at the K-Lab, where we'll take them through a biomechanical evaluation using their 3D motion capture analysis and embedded force plates. We'll look at hamstring, quad strength, and the ratio and the balance between those. And then back over here, we'll take them through our more clinical-based biomechanical evaluation, where we'll look at specific joint range of motion, muscle strength, muscle activation patterns, and functional movements.
We take all that information, compile it on each kid, and that gives us a good view of where their bodies are from all those areas before we start training.
We want to find out what makes these guys tick and how we can make them better. I mean, these guys are already really good players, and we want to see what deficits they have in order to really fine-tune them to make them extremely efficient and moving better, and also keeping them away from injury.
Well, we're lucky to have the best sports performance team in college sports. It starts with the trio of William Stevens, our strength and conditioning coach, Nick Potter, our physical therapist, sports scientist, Jose Fonseca, our athletic trainer, and it's very unique where the three of them work hand in hand. They've worked together for over 15 years, and you figure out what strengths and weaknesses are. We do all the testing that the NBA Combine does and more.
Duke does a great job of just analyzing our bodies and getting the best observers to get us ready for what we got to take on. And then once you get your baseline, you definitely set reachable goals that you can set for yourself and then work from there.
I was really surprised. I didn't realize how much Duke really focused on the little things, making sure that each mechanic of your body is really at the top peak that it could be. Knowing that you have every single doctor here looking at every single muscle, tendon, and joint you have is just amazing. My first day was definitely very interesting. Went right to the K-Lab. They hooked up little sensors all over your body, and you felt like you was in 2K. They were just really making sure that each part of your body is working together well. So that was just something I've really never done before, and it was exciting.
From a nutritional standpoint and mental health, everyone gets an assessment the first week, and we put in an individual plan for our entire team. Each player has their own personal plan, and we stick to it.
Really, it provides this foundation for optimal health and performance for each athlete that's really individualized to each person's need.
We're pretty much like an MBA medical staff. The athletic trainer works together with the physical therapist, and we work together with the strength coach to make sure that our guys are getting the best of what they need, and they're really succeeding at a high level.
Well, the resources we have at Duke are incredible. You think about, first and foremost, one of the best hospitals in the country, Duke University, to have the entire health system, really behind us, supporting us, is an incredible luxury to have. You think about the K-Lab, which is one of a kind in terms of the research that is done there and the different opportunities that our players have to really not just learn about their bodies, but really take ownership and understand what it takes to get to the next level.
It's key now because I'm definitely way more in tune with my body now, just from what I eat, how I work out, how much I work out, sleep, weight, breathing exercises, just different stuff like that.
So everybody that works in that first week with our guys and the testing, everybody's Duke related. We're able to do everything on campus, and we're able to get the results back very quickly in order to put our final evaluation on each player together and show the coaches, and then start the program on them as quickly as possible.
Then we have a consistent philosophy throughout the entire program, whether it's in the weight room, in the training room, or on the court, where each player gets consistent feedback based on their individual needs, really to ultimately optimize their health, wellness, and performance. If we improve performance through optimizing biomechanical function, then we're taking each player further away from compensation and injury. So really, it's injury prevention through performance enhancement.
That's kind of what I'm big on, injury prevention, because I've torn my ACL once, so I'm trying not to have that happen again. But I think Nick does a good job helping you learn just more about the body, how it works, how you can get better.
After getting all the numbers done from all these tests, they really just kind of show you out on a spreadsheet, showing like what's good, what's bad, and then you, your strength coach, and your head coach sit down and figure out what you're going to do to improve.
Everything we do, there's a purpose behind it. We don't do a test just to do it or just to check a box. So for our guys to understand that we're doing the 3/4 course sprint, or we're doing the lane agility, well, we're doing it because all of our players want to play in the NBA. That's a test you're going to have to do at some point during the pre-draft process, whether it's at the combine or with an individual team. So everything syncs up. And just like anything, the more reps, the amount of times you do something, the better you'll be at it. So Will Stevens does an amazing job preparing them for the combine testing and what's to be expected after they leave Duke.
All our guys were trying to get to the next level. Thought it was a good way to test our guys. Again, that's part of the overall testing that we do, just to see where they are. But at the same time, it's a good motivator for them to compare themselves to what's going on with the players that actually have done the NBA Combine in the past. And our guys get really into it, so it's a good test on all fronts.
It excites me just to see where my numbers is at, to compare my numbers with the NBA guys who've done it in the past years. So just to know what I have to work towards and goals I have to reach to get to that next level.
It's changed since I've been a player in the fact that our guys are way more athletic now. And the amount of resources, the level of experience that our team has had working with some of the best athletes in the world is experience you can't get any other place, because it's different working with our level of athlete from age 18, 19, 20 or on to what a developed pro already looks like, or or just someone in high school. It's a unique period of transition when you enter college, you're at a certain age, and knowing what that looks like or knowing what it should look like, our entire team has great perspective on that, and it's allowed us to really develop our guys on the court, mentally, physically, at the highest level possible.
I know the car accident wasn't technically your fault.
But we,
as the insurance company,
deny this claim.
We might fix your car.
But medical bills?
Pain and suffering?
Lost wages?
You're asking for a lot.
Oh, you've got a lawyer.
This conversation is over.
Tell the insurance company you mean business. Call on the Hurt Line, the law offices of James Scott Farron, right now.
People have trusted Reed's Jewelers with their life's moments since 1946. That's because we're family owned. We treat everyone who walks through our doors or visits our website as a part of our family. We have a beautiful selection of jewelry and watches for any occasion. We offer free shipping and returns, as well as multiple payment options to make sure you find the perfect gift. See why people have trusted Reed's Jewelers to celebrate their life's moments for over 75 years.
This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright. Come in now and choose from a great selection of new Ford trucks and SUVs, in stock and ready for delivery. Or place a custom order on select vehicles, lock in your rate, and you're protected. Plus, new inventory is arriving daily, so you can drive one home for the holidays. Lock in this low rate plus make no payments for up to 90 days on a new 2022 Ford F-150. Choose from 6,000 trucks and SUVs, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Duke Basketball 360, presented by Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires.
Versus it up, missed it. The rebound into the hands of Proctor. Beat, 5-on-2, left to right. Leave it for Blakes. Black to Lively to rock the rim.
Great fast break by the Duke Blue Devils on that one, and Lively with his 10th field goal and his 10th dunk of the season.
I am a combo guard. I can score the ball when I need to, but I think I'm a really good passer. I think it's come to show the last couple of months. And then I think as a defender, I've really improved on that. It was a weak point going into sort of my last couple of years of high school, and I think I've really emphasized that.
I can't say enough about Tyrese with his approach, maturity, mindset that he's had towards this season. And this year he was supposed to be taking a gap year. And we had many conversations, and he was excited about the opportunity, and he's been terrific.
A shoulder shake into the paint goes Proctor all the way through, off the right window this time.
Maybe the freshman from Australia will be the spark that gets the Blue Devils going.
Just getting over here, been in Australia for a long time. I felt like I was ready to move on. I just felt like me and my family, it was a big thing for us and for them. Obviously, me leaving Australia, leaving home at a young age was really important for my family. So. They were fully in on it from as soon as Coach called me and offered me to reclassify, and then it was sort of just in my hands, and I just wanted to take full advantage of it and come over here.
He's done a great job of getting in the flow with everybody. He has one of those personalities that's easy to be around and you want to be around. So basketball-wise, he was playing a bunch of basketball this summer with Australia and the national team and stuff like that. So that really hasn't been too much of an adjustment.
Here's Proctor their way, a crossover, nearly lost it, got it back, put it up, he got it to go! Proctor's got 16, it's down to 7 with 9:10 to go.
I played in the FIBA Asia Cup in Indonesia. We ended up winning the whole tournament, but the experience as a whole was incredible. The Boomers culture is something that I think a lot of people take for granted. I feel like once you're in the situation, in the moment, it's just incredible to be a part of. The group as a whole, really good to be around.
a lot of positive energy, and it was just a great tournament from a personal standpoint and as a team. I was the youngest on the team. We had a couple players, Alex Dukas, he was at St. Mary's right now, so a couple other college kids, but mostly all professional players that are playing in the NBL in Australia. In Australia, there's a lot of, the pace is really quick, which is similar to over here. I think just in Australia, you know, the little gritty things that happen over there, like defense is a big key over there, just moving the ball. I think that's going to help, you know, those traits that I learned back there are going to help me over here, and just playing my game just like normal.
Proctor thought about a three, instead he'll drive. Spin to the middle, fade away, and hit. What a pretty move from Tyrese Proctor.
Great guy off the court, funny guy. Definitely one of the young guys I got under my wing, just trying to teach him the right way. He's young, and I've already told him this. Guys in college don't care that you're young, so yeah, get ready now. But Tyrese, he's been a hell of an addition. Obviously, he didn't get to play with us the whole summer, but he's impressed me a lot. He can handle it, can pass, plays the right way. He can defend. He's physical. So playing with him is going to be great.
You know, he's played well, but he can play a lot better. He's got a lot of room to grow. He's got a special mind for the game. He's a competitor. He's somebody that's not afraid, and he works his butt off. And so when you combine those things, he's bound to have, you know, just a great rest of the season. And you know, just want him to be aggressive. I think that's the thing he's found early, is that he can't wait for his opportunity or can't wait for his spots to find him. He has to find those spots and gaps in the defense, and you know, he battles, competes all the time, and you know, really proud of what he's done, and know that his best days are, you know, far ahead of him.
Alpha Roach to the right, Proctor. He'll shoot a three and bury it.
Duke, as you know, as big as they are in America, it's quite big in Australia too. A lot of people watch, you know, Final Four, college basketball over there. So my first contact was I got a call from Coach Scheyer. You know, just spoke to him for about 30 minutes on the phone, just him introducing himself as and yeah, just getting a feel of the program, just really brief chat. At first it was a surprise, obviously how big they are, the platform that they have in the world, but you know, it was an honor, obviously, you know, my hard work paying off, so to be able to talk to Duke and even come on my visit, it was just amazing, you know, dream come true. Coach is a great person, you know, he's really honest. I feel like, you know, I can trust him. He's got my full trust and I have his. He's just a great person overall, and you know, that's one of the big reasons I came here. I think that mutual trust is really important in a coach and a player, and you know, he showed that from day one and stuck by his word.
What changed your Gatorade, bro? Yes, sir, from Punch. I remember way back when. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Sitting in my Brooklyn, has done it. And everybody say, I remember way back when.
Start playing and never stop playing. You get the most from the game when you're having fun.
I remember way back when.
You can feel confident Continental is the smart choice in tires.
Can they handle extremes?
Yep. Tested from the Texas desert to near the Arctic Circle.
Really?
Really.
Anything for the guy who finds that one pothole?
Yeah, road hazard coverage has your back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by like a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the smart choice in tires.
People have trusted Reed's Jewelers with their life's moments since 1946. That's because we're family owned. We treat everyone who walks through our doors or visits our website as a part of our family. We have a beautiful selection of jewelry and watches for any occasion. We offer free shipping and returns, as well as multiple payment options to make sure you find the perfect gift. See why people have trusted Reed's Jewelers to celebrate their life's moments for over 75 years.
There's a reason every Odyssey is named after the Odyssey. Because the world's most famous story isn't about staying put. It's about being there. So for those who want a story to tell, we have a world full of places to start.
just been great for me thinking back to 6 months ago. You see the schedule and you think about these games you'll be playing in, and it feels so far away. And now the fact we've played a handful of games, been in some different environments, played a tough schedule. I'm just proud of the team and what we've done so far. And again, just like I tell our guys, I practice what I preach. I do the same thing of staying in the moment, not listening to the noise, not thinking too far ahead, and just trying to handle one game at a time. I think that approach has been really helpful for me, for our staff, and for our team as this season has started, and now as we're in the mix of things, playing lots of games.
A young Duke team, extremely talented, but young. They do have a couple of transfers. And Ryan Young from Northwestern, Jacob Brandison from Illinois.
Thought about a three. Crossed over on Wilson. Into the paint he goes. Off the window. No. Lively flushes it home. And the Blue Devils have the lead. Has room to shoot. He'll fire up top. And hit a three. Oh, he loves it.
I think we have grown up, and I think we'll continue to really grow up while getting the experience of playing in games, because I can say whatever I want. We can work on it in practice. I know firsthand when I was a player, firsthand from being on the coaching staff for 9 years, the best experience is getting it in game and to understand what's required from a competitive standpoint, understanding how to handle a lead, understanding how to handle not getting off to a good start. And the more experience, the more different situations we can put our team in, the better we'll be in the long run. And our schedule has really allowed us to do that, and that's not changing anytime soon. From a team building standpoint, it's been great. I think it's exciting for our team and for us as a staff, because we can get so much better. There's so much room for improvement with really everybody on this team individually, which then means collectively we will continue to evolve and play to our strengths, which right now may be one way. A month from now, our strengths may be a little bit different, or we may have to tinker some things. So that's part of just a natural progression of the season, and can't wait to see how we evolve and continue to progress.